Yeah, getting a message across is super important. And the communication sometimes is also two-way street. So what kind of feedback have you guys received from the parents? I know in my school right now, some Chinese parents are very worried because the stigmatization trend on the internet, and they are very worried about their students, their kids' mental health, psychological health, and apparently we got an audience here post some questions similar to that, and I will read it out. So fear and anxiety about COVID-19 is very overwhelming and cause strong emotions in children. What are some specific actions your school is taking to support students in difficult times? So to wrap up, the students' emotional health. What kind of feedback have you got from the parents, and how did you guys support that?
I think there are a number of things. Number one, we have regular communication, and it's positive communication. It's trying to, not so much jolly them along, but keep the children focused, make sure they're not isolated, giving them good feedback and good opportunity to connect with one another and their peers, to create that sense of normality. And I think that is very important in a time when, there's a lot of time to sit and worry and to read social media feeds and begin to think the world is a terrible and scary place. The other thing, and I think this is very important, is like everything in schools, it's to do with culture. Just about everything that happens in a school comes from the leadership. And I think we've tried as a leadership team, and certainly as a governing board and as founders, to give a positive message in everything that we write, to show and to portray good stories of successes that we're doing well. A lot of the social media feeds that Diane, is the director of marketing, is putting out are to show the impact of what we're doing. And that's not just trying to show off, it's more to raise morale and to build confidence in the system that everything is going well. I think we've been significantly helped in China because the government has done such a great job of dealing with the problem. So a lot of the fear has been directly challenged and dealt with. As a result, I think a lot of the deep set uncertainty has been removed. In terms of what I would do if it were a lot worse, and certainly what we did do when the outbreak was at its height, and what I would suggest you would do in the States at this time, is just to give very clear, simple and regular advice to students as to what they can do to protect themselves and what parents can do to protect themselves. I think one of the things that in my own country is that the government is having to confront is flippancy. In other words, students not taking it seriously and as a result exposing themselves. The other side, of course, is massive fear. And I think we need to put the message out that, look, if you do the right things, if you listen to advice, if you follow the collective instructions, all will be well. And we're going to get through this. There's a journey to travel. It's going to be tough, but we're going to get there. And that is all about leadership. And leadership at every level of the organization is, I think, a key part of a solution to this problem.